But now we're going to have a blazing fast Heat 2, led by Southwind, Hardin Valley, and Whitehaven in lanes 4, 5, and 6. In lane 1, Centennial High School, 5th a year ago. In lane 2, the Patriots of Jefferson County, led by 15 overall seed Amanda Lowe. In lane 3, Memphis Central. No individual qualifiers this year for Central. Their boys team looking for a second straight state title overall. The girls would love to win the 4x2 here. In lane 4, the Jaguars of Southwind High School, 3rd each of the past 2 years, and led by Angelica Lightfoot. She was 3rd in the pentathlon, the top seed in the long jump, finished high up in the 100 hurdles. She should be fresh and ready to run in this relay if they choose to use her. In lane 5, Hardin Valley, the best team out of the East. In lane 6, your two-time defending champion, Whitehaven. They won this race last year by a second and a half.
I mean, that's what you're going to see today, and that's funny because I was just going to say that. I said, you know, even though Whitehaven doesn't have the fastest time, don't look at that because they're going to load up in the state championship. And I'm telling you, they may run maybe 141 because they're going to be blazing fast.
Whitehaven, if they chose to, could probably sit close to a state record.
Oh, no doubt.
They have 3 of the top 4 overall 200 seeds, but they can't run Kiara Rhodes in this. She's maxed out, so she will not be running. The number 3 overall 200 seed won't be going in this race. However, they do have the number 1 overall seed and number 4 later on tonight. So they do have some firepower from that 3rd seeded spot in lane 6. In lane 7, Stewart's Creek from Smyrna, not far from here. And in lane 8, the Spartans of White Station, who won this event back in 1998 and 2009. Once again, Memphis stacking this heat, though. 3 of the top 4 seeds are from that 4th sectional. Southwind in lane 4, Memphis Central in lane 3, Whitehaven in 6. And this one going to be key for the state competition, too. The overall, Southwind, Whitehaven, both strong contenders in that.
I say this race is going to be a 141. I really feel that. I mean, you just got a fast heat with some fast young ladies, and I'm just telling you, it's going to come down to exchanges. So if each team can get some great exchanges, I'm telling you, you're going to see a blazing fast 4x2, and I'm excited to see it.
Southwind comes in with a 142.38. But once you get going, the lights are on, boy, you can run faster than you ever imagined.
Yep.
Good start in lane 6 for Whitehaven. Southwind also moving along quite nicely in the first leg of this 4x200. The current time to beat for these teams is 144.80. That was put up by Antioch in the first heat.
Yep, Whitehaven.
Great handoff by the Hawks of Whitehaven and a strong performance early for the Hawks, coming around in gold in lane 6. Whitehaven has already made up a good bit of that stagger over White Station, and look at this. They just continue to roll.
Man, I'm telling you, 141.
They won by a second and a half last year, and their lead's not quite that yet. You know what it might be? They are way up there in front.
Look at that. And if you look at this race, this is not some shabby teams. These are some really, really good teams. And when you're out that far, I'm telling you, you're running a fast time.
That's Southwind in second place. Whitehaven and Southwind, the 2 best sprint teams in this competition. Brentwood and Ravenwood, and along with Houston, probably the best distance teams. But Whitehaven doing its part here. Now Southwind trying to make a move. Can they catch
it's going to be close.
The Hawks? It's the Jaguars and the Hawks competing.
She's too strong.
And Whitehaven has a pretty clear advantage here. It's going to be tough to beat. They won state a year ago in this event by a second and a half, and they're going to win by a similar margin this year. Whitehaven High School runs a 140.23 unofficially. That's 3 seconds faster than they qualified, and they're your state champions.
Man, what a great race. They had great exchanges, and they just look so strong and powerful. You know, they came in, what they run, 143, 144?
140.18. They qualified at 143.6.
Yeah, I mean, 3 seconds off your time. And, man, that just shows you. Now, just imagine if they'd have put their fastest 200 on there. You're talking about a 138, 137. So it just shows you that Whitehaven is a powerful track team.
Blazing fast. Hawks are faster than Jaguars, at least in the 4x200. Yeah. What a race. The state record of 138.65 won't be touched, but 140.15, the final there. Southwind second, almost exactly a second and a half back, so almost exactly the margin by which they won a year ago. Memphis Central takes 3rd in that heat. And the time of 144.80 for Antioch is going to be good enough to score. That's going to be the 7th best overall score, so the Bears get a point. And 144 point, well, it's going to be close, but it looks like Riverdale is going to score as well.
Okay.
So it looks like they'll get some points out of that as well. But number 1, Whitehaven, number 2, Southwind, and in third place, Memphis Central in the 4x200 meter relay.
Good race, huh?
Great race.
Yeah, good race.
Man, that was compelling.
It was.
You just always kind of wait for the other shoe to drop when a team gets off to such a hot start.
Yeah.
Because state's so unpredictable, you never know if a baton's going to drop or something crazy is going to happen. But Whitehaven just poured it on.
Man, they were just consistent from the first baton exchange to the second to third. There was no lull at any time, and it just shows you that, you know, when you work hard and you consistently work in practice, when you come to state meet, it's like riding a bike. It's like second nature. And you can just tell that their coaching staff has worked with their 4x2 because their exchanges were flawless.
Well, now let's shift gears.